Well, at the very least, I was able to get in, taking a look at the SG-1 defense I'll be seeing here in Dorado. We got Symmetra, or Mafu, on the Symmetra. Himsy on Junkrat. Fragile? That's a new addition to SG-1, I believe.
Fragi.
On the McCree. Zappis on the Zenyatta. Seda on Lucio, and Hawks gonna round things out on the Reinhardt.
Yeah, offensively, we're going to see a Zarya actually played by Valutaja. Unfixed will be on Pharah. Morte will follow him around on Mercy. Cruz on Lucio. And Winghaven on Reinhardt. Too easy rocking the offensive Widow right off the gates. So we're going to see if Too Easy can get early picks, but it looks like right now they don't necessarily need them. They're pushing cart pretty early, but that's because the defense is holding behind the arch. No, rather bloodless opening to begin.
Yeah, but opening pretty bloodless. We're seeing this a lot now in Dorado nowadays, where people will defend a lot further back than we've seen them defend in the past. So far, both teams still at full strength, poking back and forth. Both teams looking for the all-important first pick. Too Easy coming very, very close here, landing some good shots. I gotta think that the first is gonna fall soon for either team. If not on anything, just Too Easy alone should be able to get a pick here if he keeps getting these free shots.
At some point in time, there has to be enough damage done, right?
You might be setting a record, though, for longest time without a kill.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of nutty. Too Easy landing shots, still not able to get the kill. This is where headshots really matter. Cruz, though, able to get first kill of the game on the Himsy, but Unfix is going to go down as well, so 5v5 still around the cart. Not a bad hold so far by SG-1.
Not only is it bloodless, the first two kills come from supports. The third kill comes from a support. What is going on here?
I mean, at some point, the supports just have to get frustrated and go, look, we have to get the kill.
I have a gun, too.
Take a look here. We got Frag in the back. Frag, fanning the hammer, gets the kill on Too Easy, looking for more, is going to end up getting melted by Valutaja. And Valutaja now actually pretty charged up. Zarya has a very early Graviton surge. Might be seeing it any moment now after that McCree kill. He's waiting for his team to get back over. Unfixed has his ult as well, so we might see our first Wombo of the game as things go over. We see the offensive Soundbear coming up, and do you think we're going to be seeing a Graviton any second here,
They
Hex?
might not need it. They just picked up 3 kills. It might be smart to save it. Fraggy actually comes in, tries to high noon, has to cancel it. Yeah, they have no need
offensive
to
Soundbear was enough there to just let them get through that. Meanwhile, taking a look at Unfixed. Unfixed already moving forward, laying down rockets into the SG-1 side as Reunite moves forward. So Reunite gonna cap that first point, and we'll see if they can keep the momentum going as they move forward. Yeah. Momentum very, very big in Overwatch nowadays as well, especially for the Streets phase.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, after first points towards second points is really where we're going to see if the offense is in a good position to take that momentum forward. They're going to be able to fly through it. However, if they had to scrap their way just to get first point, oftentimes the defense is able to mount a pretty strong defense.
Look at Unfixed here, by the way. Unfixed has been getting a whole ton of good harassment on the top. Too Easy gets the pick on Himsy. Momentum definitely in Reunite's favor as they go forward here. And Unfixed just laying down very consistent poke. Defensive Soundbear is out. Defensive Transcend is out. They actually overlaid that a little bit too much there. Mafa, though, is able to take out Too Easy, and here comes SG-1 defense, trying to turn this around. Note that we might be seeing Graviton surge at any point. We do see the Earthshock coming down from Winghaven, knocks down a bunch of people. 1 kill for each side, though, off of that regardless. And Valtage is still hanging on to his Graviton surge.
Yeah, I feel like Fraggy, as a new addition, might have a hard time kind of fitting in and getting what's going on here, because they were trying to push as a whole team behind the Reinhardt shield, and he went outside of it as McCree trying to do damage, almost forced some of those ultimates to be popped to save him.
There we go. Here comes the Graviton surge. Not even a barrage coming in off the top because it's not needed. Reunite able to get the triple kill off that and continue moving forward. And yeah, Fraggy definitely has some big shoes to fill. I mean, I realize SG-1 wasn't winning all their games, but I believe it was Pumpu that he replaced.
Yeah.
Because we had the entire Mafu, Pumpu, everything right, ending in ooh thing. Yeah, Pumpu played really, really well for SG-1, so I'm not sure if Fragel is ready to fill those shoes just yet, but we'll see. Unfix coming in over the top is able to take out Mafu. A good poke coming in. He's been holding on to his barrage for a while here. Might be seeing it very, very soon as Reunited definitely keeping the momentum of the game in their favor. I mean, I don't think SG-1 really has had too much in the way of big team plays this entire game so far.
No, they got a kill. Mafu was able to take out Too Easy early. I thought that might be the beginning of them trying to hold, but it
offensive Soundbear is out. Here comes Unfix coming in over the top, looking for the barrage. Is going to barrage, take out the McCree, gets the Junkrat as well. Goes down, but the damage is done. Might even be getting res by Morte here, and is res by Morte. As Reunited moving forward here, kill feed is in favor of Reunited thus far. Too Easy able to pick off Mafu. That's a big Widow v Widow pick, and on they go.
Yeah, that's going to help a lot. The Reinhardt charge into the cart. They're going to try to just kind of roll out on this cart solo. Fraggy's onto it, gets taken out immediately. That's a very fast time. SG-1 looks a little bit, I don't know, off
Well, I would say, looking at this, I mean, not to take anything away from Reunited, but I definitely think that Pumpu not being here could be hurting SG-1. Just because I remember, and you should remember as well, anytime we looked at SG-1 in the past, a lot of times we'd see big plays, it would come off the McCree of Pumpu.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't necessarily put Pumpu on the level of some of our super top level McCrees, but he still played really well relative to a lot of the Overwatch team, and that type of person is not the easiest to replace.
Right,
if he is,
and then
gone.
Unfixed absolutely took advantage of that too. I mean, when you're a Pharah that doesn't really have to fear the McCree on the ground, he put in so much damage, and not only that, he was a distraction that allowed 2easy to get easy picks off the back. They really kind of used Pharah as a carry. They were getting shields on the Pharah constantly with the Mercy, and when you're not living in fear of a McCree that Pumpu's not there, then it makes it a lot easier for you.
Now, the part I worry about here is that, of course, players in Overwatch have been known to change their name from time to time. You know, Shu and Yale changing his name to Debit, all the rest. That watches turn out where Pumpu's real name was Fraggle all the time. And
it's possible.
And he's just having a bad day, and I'm just being a total just jerk to him right now. But hopefully that is not the case.
I mean, I'll try to look it up, see if we have the player history on him too. We might or might not, but it didn't look very Pumpu. Like I said, the one moment I really noticed is they were trying to all just actually break out using the Reinhardt shield, and then you had Fraggy had the orb on him. He was outside of the shield, not hitting his shots on that Pharah, and eventually they had to hit both of those support ults, like you mentioned, just to break out of that because he wasn't doing the work that he should have been on McCree.
Yep. So we're gonna take a look now at the Reunited defense as it rolls out. Right now, the heroes are assembling, but pretty standard stuff on the previews thus far. Looks like we're going to have Cruz on the Lucio, Valtaja on the McCree, Unfixed on Junkrat, Winghaven on Reinhardt, 2easy on the Symmetra, Morte. If he goes by recent history, probably Zenyatta, although I wouldn't be surprised by Mercy as well. And there it is, Morte on Zenyatta.
Yeah, I don't see any significant changes on the roster, but that's not always the most comprehensive thing. I don't even see Frag on their listed roster here, so no further information on that. I don't think it's Pumpu, so we're going to go into the assumption that it is not Pumpu.
Yep. So, very standard defense coming out here from Reunited. We've seen the Unfixed be on Junkrat a lot, and I think his Junkrat game has actually improved over the last few weeks. I've definitely noticed him getting more kills, more value out of it. Of course, we have Valtaja on the McCree. He's always been great on... I mean, there was a point where I think we saw Valtaja on nothing but McCree.
Yeah, for a long time. Well, offensively, they're going to come out with another pretty standard offense. Of note, actually, Himsy on Reaper. You don't see a ton of Reaper. We're not as much as you used to anymore. Fraggy is going to come out on the McCree as well. Sato will be playing the Lucio, Hawks on Reinhardt. Zappis and Mafu will comprise the combination of Mercy and Pharah.
So the timer is set. We have about 4:23 on the clock right now after a few seconds run off, and we'll see if SG-1 can beat the time just set by Reunited. Coming up the right, we see Mafu poking in as Pharah. Gonna get poked twice by Valtage and have to start running away. So Valtage already on point as McCree, trying to keep this guy safe. That can always be a tricky thing, though, between McCree's and Pharah's.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something you want to really pick a fight into as a Pharah, especially with the level of McCree play that you're seeing in competitive, but a Pharah with a Mercy feels a lot safer going after a McCree than otherwise.
Yeah, it comes down to sort of the positioning that the Pharah gets as the Pharah goes in. That being said, speaking of positioning, both teams playing for positioning early on, very much mirroring what we saw in the beginning of last game. Bloodless so far, as both teams poke and look for this. Reunite tends to be pretty aggressive, though. If they do get that early poke, I would not be surprised to see them come in and rush it down. Meanwhile, speaking of rush down, we have SG-1 trying to rush down and go in. They speed boost in the Reinhardt, had to back out a bit. Winghaven takes out Hawks for first blood of the game, and Unfixed with 2 big kills as Junkrat. And that is definitely going to send SG-1 back to base.
Yeah, Himsy gets taken out by Morte as well. That is a pretty strong stall out, though. When offense comes back, they're going to have the offensive sound barrier, though, although that Lucio died in a bit of a staggered fashion.
Yep, so Morte, Unfixed, picking up a kill each to finish that out, and SG-1, again, going to be feeling some time pressure. They only have 3 minutes left, so even if they do get through this next courtyard and the next push, they still are going to have to move pretty quickly, and under normal circumstances, getting through the courtyard and 2 pushes would be incredibly quick on its own.
Right, it's just that the Reunited offense absolutely rolled through this first one, so I think they're going to see them burn a couple ults here just because they know they have to.
Yeah, very likely to see an offensive sound barrier coming out soon. Offensive sound barrier is out. Zeta leading the charge as they go in. Barrage coming in from Mafu. Mafu looking for value, not able to find it. Voltaja taking out Fraggy in the midst of all that. Too Easy takes out Mafu. So that's 3 kills now for Reunited. Reunited moving forward, making this happen. A nice resurrect coming out, but I think we might have a Deadeye coming out from Voltaja any second now. Except it's not even Morte and Too Easy. Gang kills, very deep in, an extra 3 kills for them, cleaning up all those who were resurrected.
I mean,
Winghaven with the emote. Ouch.
It's a desperate resurrection. What I've noticed about Reunited, though, we can take away from that is on offense and defense, they've been very smart with their ultimates. They're not taking the opportunity to win more. They're already winning fights. There's no need to use those ultimates, and they've been patient on it, which I think is just representative of smart play.
Yeah, the Cruz right now does have sound barrier at the ready. He got knocked down. Hawks with a great earth shower, able to get the double, now triple kill. So sound barrier comes out from Cruz, but it's a little bit late because Cruz was one of the people that got knocked down. 4 kills now for SG-1 as they move forward. And Himsy has Death Blossom. He's ready to follow up on top of it. Will take out Too Easy. And that was really set up by the great Reinhardt play of Hawks. Now look at this though. We have people coming in off the teleporter. Reunited might be able to tune this back, but it's going to be rough. I mean, the teleport's pretty far back. The cart's pretty far forward, so here we go. You see Winghaven coming down with the Earth Shatter. Mafu with an extra 2 kills. Himsy still in the cart with Death Blossom at the ready should it be necessary. And this is just not looking great for Reunited on this particular point. Overall, the match is looking great for them because they might be mathematically winning this.
Yeah, there's about 60 seconds left. I don't really see a great chance for them to be able to constantly push, which I think is what it would take, and I don't even think that's enough either. One Too Easy pick, in my opinion, would probably seal this game.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they would have to go forward with absolutely no disruption. In a way that I don't think we've ever seen a team really push through Dorado. I guess we've seen really good stuff coming out of Double Orb comp in the past, but that composition is dead, and that was IDD QD. So, we'll see what goes on here, but with only 4 seconds, I think mathematically they cannot win this map any longer. But we might see a cool Death Blossom coming at Himsy, so there's that.
Yeah.
Offensive Sound Barrier is out. Himsy going in off the Death Blossom is going to take out Cruz. So, they're moving forward. He's looking to take out Voltaja. Voltaja, though, not an easy kill. Going to turn it back on Himsy and take him out. And that is definitely GG in favor of Reunited.
Yeah, I mean, they might just be looking for moral victories at this point. I'm going to leave you to let you watch this alone as I just spilled coffee all over my desk. I'll be back in like 20 seconds.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have to ask that you say a prayer for Hex's desk and his keyboard, and, you know, as a very distant third, Hex himself, I mean, spilling coffee on yourself, not the greatest look, so, you know, hashtag pray for Hex. So, we're either going to be watching the Truck of Tears here, or going back to lobby. It looks like we're going back to lobby. For those who are just tuning in, this is the game on Overwatch Arena. We're going to be moving back to our caster screen now, where instead of seeing Hex, you're going to see Hex's chair. Now, Hex's chair, one of the best players in the game.